to CWA Saturday Night Extreme. I am Lethal alongside my partner Michael Andrews, and we are just 3 weeks away from CWA Gold Rush 6.
Well, the days are dwindling down, Lethal. We soon will be at the biggest and the best show of the year, in my opinion. I know I like to say that on a lot of shows, but Gold Rush is really where it's at. The golden opportunity, that's all dwindling down. We saw last week, we saw Tyler Cross get eliminated, and I was so happy to see that by Rian Skills. Rian Skills will move on. We already know Escondido being a part of that.
Smith as well.
But then you got to think about all the guys who are not involved in that or are eliminated from that. What's going to happen?
You're right.
What's going to do?
We know it will be Mark Reconcile challenging Aaron Stone in the main event of Gold Rush for the CWA title. We know about the fatal four-way ladder match for the Golden Opportunity briefcase, but there's a lot more questions to be answered as far as Gold Rush is concerned. Tonight we actually have a double main event. One part of that we'll see Aaron Stone taking on Warlord, and the other part we'll see Matt Wild taking on Night Terror. But to open this edition of Saturday Night Extreme, unfortunately, it will be O'Doyle Enterprise.
For once, they're actually not interrupting us. They told us that they wanted to come out here and talk. Go figure. We did hear from Riley last week. We heard from Matt Wild last week, and one of the probably the boldest promos I've heard him cut ever.
Riley, joined by Tyler Cross and Warlord. Last Saturday, Riley came out here and actually challenged one of us to a match at Gold Rush. Either you, me, or RBK.
What is he thinking with that?
I haven't given it too much thought. I'm not really too concerned with that. I am concerned with the rest of the card at Gold Rush because no member of O'Doyle Enterprises has an official match at Gold Rush. And as I mentioned, Gold Rush is just 3 weeks away. Warlord on the left, Tyler Cross on the right, and of course Riley in the middle.
Tyler Cross still looking like he's feeling the effects from that match last week.
Welcome to CWA Extreme. Now, as I said last week, this year is the year of O'Doyle Enterprises. Thank you, Warlord. Thank you. Now, been successful this year. I've decided to bring out these two men because these two men show true greatness in the ring. We got Tyler Cross right here, former CWA champion. This man is dripping in perfection.
He's also dripping in sweat.
This man will be in the Hall of Fame soon to be. And then we got Warlord, one of the best technical wrestlers there are. This man is truly the essence of CWA's ruthless aggression.
Come on.
This man is the superstar of the year. Now you shut up!
What's the point of all this?
All night right now. We got all night. We will stay up here and tell
I'm still trying to figure out the point of O'Doyle Enterprises, but I mean, what do they do?
What's next for them?
It looks like all they do is import and export a bunch of assholes.
Gold Rush right around the corner.
Now, as I was saying, these two men make a perfect team. The greatest tag team in CWA ever. So we are going to challenge Super Loco and Night Terror at Gold Rush 6 for the Tag Team Championships.
Well, now that's actually that's a headline right there.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but okay. Warlord has had his problems with Loco and Night Terror as of late. We mentioned Night Terror will face Matt Wild later tonight.
Usually you're self-deserved to hear what I gotta say tonight. You're absolutely right, and and I hope all of you know that at Gold Rush you are looking at the new Tag Team Championship.
Well, easier said than done, Riley. It is a formidable team, Tyler Cross and Warlord, but Super Scary has held the Tag Team Championships for close to a year, actually just over 11 months as our CWA Tag Team Champions.
That's impressive enough as it is.
Well, it's the longest title reign of all time in the CWA for any championship.
Yes.
And Riley thinks just like that, two guys who have never really teamed up before, Warlord and Tyler Cross, are going to beat Night Terror and Loco.
What you gotta say to yourself is when you look at, you look at Loco, and he's had his ups and his downs here, and of course Warlord of all people know that. But then you look at Night Terror for the most part has always been up. He's always been a reputable competitor, and teaming those two guys up is as stupid as everybody thought it was, or as a joke, over a year ago. They've been pretty successful. They were the ones who dethroned for the tag team championships two-man kill zone. That right there says a lot. But
they've dominated the CWA tag team division ever since.
Well, regardless, the tag team championship challenge has been thrown out there. I guess we're gonna have to wait for some sort of a response.
Speaking of championships, last Saturday night, this man, our CWA Second City champion, Cleotis Keg, put another beat down on Samuel Maddox. And you and I have spoken since then, and we've decided to book this match tonight, one-on-one, non-title, Cleotis Keg against Samuel Maddox. And if Samuel Maddox can win, he will therefore earn himself a shot at the CWA Second City title.
Well, we said it last week. We really couldn't. You're right. We couldn't come up with a real clear-cut solution. But after a brief phone conversation with RBK, we think we figured it out.
Don't get me wrong. Samuel Maddox was honored to become Second City champion back in Warfare. He desperately wants that title back.
Oh, absolutely.
But even more so than that, he wants to get his hands on Cleotis Keg.
Let's for a minute here. You look at short title reigns. Let's look at Samuel Maddox and you look at Riley O'Doyle. Both have held the Second City Championship for a very, very short amount of time. But
matter of minutes.
When you look at Riley is not a true champion. He has no desire, no motivation, no drive to stay with that. But then you look at this guy, however, he tasted it, he held it in his hands, and he wants it back. And God damn it, I think he can do it. So let's see what happens
this
here
man
tonight.
defeated the other Keg brother in a hardcore match last Saturday night, and this Saturday night he gets his true enemy, Big Cleotis Keg, one-on-one, non-title.
Well, he's going right into a referee. You look at Maddox there, though, he's still on his lower back. Of course, we saw that vicious jackknife powerbomb last week.
Referee Sean Danger getting in between these two guys. Not an easy job for him tonight.
Now, Sean Danger's still kind of in a dangerous spot, pun intended. Of course, being an honorary member of the Redneck Connection at the hands of Mad Dog Jack, also not here tonight.
Still unofficial. We didn't see Mad Dog last Saturday. He's not here tonight, so we've yet to see all these guys in the same building at the same time. Talking about Cleotis, Mad Dog, Sean Danger, and of course Clayton.
You know what? You noticed lately, Lethal, you're sick one week, you might as well just be sick the next week.
Wait a minute.
You haven't seen Max Alexander in 2 weeks. These two warriors tying up here, Cleotis with the edge, and then a right hand for good measure.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mike. Things change week in and week out here.
Just saying,
we switch seats, we switch clothes, we do whatever we have to do.
When the hell do I take 2 weeks in a row off?
And a tie-up now. Into the corner, two big men, but...
And that's what I'm talking about, that lower back.
Yep, you nailed it. Maddox not even close to 100%. RBK not here again tonight, speaking of taking 2 weeks off in a row. RBK enjoying a nice little vacation. He will return next Saturday, May the 26th. And I mentioned last Saturday, we have a big match in store, May 26th. The final second round match, Greg Knight versus Enigma. We'll finally learn who the fourth man will be in that Golden Opportunity ladder match in Gold Rush.
Can't wait. Greg Knight also, you're right, not here tonight. I heard Mark Reconcile's not in the building here tonight. Although that could change.
And that's 2 Saturdays in a row we haven't seen Mark Reconcile. If the night is still young, he could show up at some point. One man who I know is here tonight is the CWA Heavyweight Champion Aaron Stone. I already mentioned he'll be going one-on-one with Warlord in the main event.
Cover. Only a 2 count. Maddox kicking out barely, though. He's still favoring that lower back.
Maddox had a big win over Clayton last Saturday, but he needs to keep things going tonight. He needs to win tonight if he wants another shot at that Second City Championship.
Well, I can tell you right now, that ain't gonna feel good.
That might be it. He's got both legs hurt.
Oh, God! Very if Maddox doesn't win, he might as well just pack up and take a vacation.
Yeah.
Just stay out. Fuck you!
Maddox refusing to give up. Cleotis on top here. Big right hand by Cleotis. Sean Danger looking on.
2 weeks in a row, Sean Danger has smelled decent. We'll say decent.
Well, I got to say that I did watch the research.
You did, or?
I did.
Really? Oh, and Maddox has moved out of the way. Good thing he did. And he has a splash of his own. Comes back down with our
Oh, nice.
That'll do it.
Damn right I did, Lethal. It's the little things you got to do as a director, you know, to get things done around here. I saw you taking out the trash earlier.
Hooks the leg.
1, 2.
Yeah, well,
All that offense by Samuel Maddox, not enough to take out Big Cleotis. Able to kick out at 2.
the difference is me and you here. I do things like that. I take out the trash.
You doing laundry? I don't see it happening.
Maddox, another boot to the head. Maddox has had no problem bringing the fight to Cleotis, but he has had a problem defeating him. Maddox has dominated the competition since returning to the CWA prior to the beginning of 2018, but he's struggled with Cleotis K. Not one, but two, and maybe a third. Here we go. Third time's a charm. 3 nice leg drops from Samuel Maddox. Still not enough. Sean Danger says 2, and Cleotis definitely got the left shoulder up in time.
Once again, capacity crowd here getting behind this match. These two big galoots going at it. Former friends, now enemies. Geez, they were former enemies, former friends. These guys are, man, they've turned on each other more than Greg Knight and Matt Wild.
Speaking of Matt Wild and Greg Knight, Matt Wild came out last Saturday night and cut one hell of a promo, just completely running down Greg Knight. Did not hold back whatsoever, insulting Greg, his wife, his children.
His whole existence.
And I would have thought for sure Greg would be here tonight to respond to those harsh words from Matt Wild, but nope. Greg Knight has promised he will be back next Saturday night, as he knows he has a big match with none other than the Enigma.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Speaking of big matches, we're in the middle of one right here between two big men. A lot at stake here for Maddox. If Maddox wins, he has gained himself a shot at the Second City title. If Cleotis wins, he's pretty much cleared the way, and there's really no contender stepping up with Alice Candido busy.
He's in position here,
in that tournament, and this will do it.
This jackknife.
He hits it, it's over.
He's done it numerous times. He's having a little bit of trouble right now. That jackknife powerbomb, but if he hits it, that's over.
Maddox doing everything he can to block this powerbomb.
Runs that right hand right across the face of Samuel Maddox. And he's sizing him up. Kicks him in the face. God. How about that, Lethal? I mean, a kick to the face.
Well, he's blaming us. Cleotis is talking to us. We caused this, but you know what? Maddox isn't going to blame us. Maddox wanted this opportunity.
He might blame us after this. No, maybe not. Almost.
Oh, if he would have hit that, it would have been over. That's the clothesline.
A little sloppy, but he caught him up in some sort of a... It looked like a sleeper hold snapmare.
No. I thought he was going for the powerbomb, but backwards.
Pump handle slam, maybe?
Neither man can do what they're trying to do.
I don't know. This is getting...
Yep, this will do it now.
Nice little maneuver. I'm not really sure.
Well, he went for the backward slam, it looked like. Roll up now. He's got Maddox. He's got him. Samuel Maddox has won. Hitting Cleotis Keg 1, 2, 3. Earning himself a shot.
Well, in the course
at
of
the
that,
CWA Second City title.
I can tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, the last 40 seconds of that match was a mess, but regardless, it's clear cut now who your winner is and who will be going to Gold Rush.
And you see
A
referee
#1 contender.
Sean Danger was on the receiving end of an attack from Cleotis last Saturday, and Cleotis not going to be happy with him again.
Well, no, but he's doing the right thing. He's getting out of the way.
Sean Danger caught between being a member of the Rednecks and being employed here by the CWA.
Cleotis cradling that Second City Championship. If that is the correct title, who knows anymore?
Maddox officially the #1 contender. And you know what? What better show than to get this done than at CWA Gold Rush?
Absolutely.
You can make it official right now. Cleotis Keg will defend that gold. That Second City gold against Samuel Maddox one-on-one at Gold Rush. 3 weeks from tonight.
You can see that death stare from Cleotis to Sean Danger. And let me just tell you, compared when you look at the two of these guys, Sean Danger to Cleotis, Sean Danger is a toothpick.
Oh yeah. They're going to sit him down next Saturday. All the Rednecks looking to be here next Saturday, including Mad Dog, the one who recruited Sean Danger. Leota's pissed off. And actually, little brother Clayton scheduled to compete next. Go ahead and bring him out. Probably cross paths with his brother here in the entranceway. The next matchup, of course, scheduled for one fall and is for the CWA Internet title.
Wow, 2 title defenses
in 2 weeks.
That's crazy. But it's a good thing.
Actually, make it 3 in 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Cannot forget about the quick title defense Rion had against against Max Alexander 2 weeks ago.
Oh boy, here we go. Now you know Clayton's history with referees. We talked about this last week.
Clayton and Cleotis, the Keg brothers, remain unhappy with Sean Danger. But the bigger story here is the CWA Internet title will be on the line.
We saw a great title defense, obviously, last week in our main event. Tyler Cross going against Rion Skills. Tyler Cross, of course, challenging him to put the championship on the line that he's never held, that being the Internet title. Rion did exactly that. That's the kind of guy Rion is. Rion also walked out victorious, not only retaining that Internet championship, but moving on to the tournament, and I couldn't say...
It was a huge win. Everything was on the line last Saturday in the main event.
I couldn't say anything bad about it. I was very happy with the outcome of last week's show, for sure. And that is the response that Rion wants. And why not? And it looks like he has the tag title today.
Now, at one point, the CWA Internet title was defended under what was called the 24/7 rule. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Very questionable.
I don't think Clayton Keg ever actually held the Internet title. It seems like everybody and their mother held the belt at one point, but Clayton was not one of those guys.
You know, I actually believe he stole it at one point too, a few years back. He never actually held it. You know, it's funny when you think back about that. Someone said the same thing about Loco. Never held the hardcore title. Toxic did, way back in the day.
I do remember that.
It's one of those things, you know?
Rion is sitting pretty. One of 4 men who will get an opportunity to climb the ladder and grab the Golden Opportunity briefcase at Gold Rush 6. He'll be competing against Jacob Schmidt, LS Candido, and either Enigma or Greg Knight. We'll find out next Saturday, May 26th. As we're in the middle of the May 19th edition of Saturday Night Extreme, seconds away from an Internet Championship match.
Like one of them rednecks you see on Lizard Lick towing on True TV.
They're both the same. How is that okay?
So far, Sean has done a great job separating his alliance.
How is this okay?
I have confidence in you, Rion. You got this.
He's gonna feel it. He's gonna feel it.
Rion's slightly worried about referee Sean Danger being affiliated with the Rednecks. I don't blame him.
You know what you're about to feel, Clayton? You're about to feel it.
The Internet Championship is on the line. Sean Danger not holding up the belt for some reason.
Well, he probably shouldn't, to be honest with you.
Let's not display the fact that... Never mind.
Yes. Well, here we go. Rion Skills, Clayton Keg, CWA Extreme, Internet Championship on the line.
First time ever here, Rion Skills will go one-on-one with brother Clayton.
And I hope Rion's in for a fight. I mean, there's no. I'm just going to call it what it is here. You know, it's kind of funny to see something like this because Clayton is one of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life. He's about to get a fistful from Rion.
Comes out here with a Confederate flag.
Oh, absolutely. It's very racist, especially nowadays. But we have broken those racial barriers here in the CWA. We're all friends here when it really boils down to it. We're all here to compete. We put those things behind us, and we're about to see some competition right here. Clayton going for the body. Rion making a mockery of him. Right hand. Now, wait a minute, this is... Wait with a couple right hands to the shoulder. Now Clayton hung up in the ropes. I love it. I love it. You don't see a lot of that?
Referee Sean Danger now getting in between these guys. What the hell's going on here?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now this is kind of interesting here. Now I'm actually wondering. I see your point. I see your point. I'm kind of wondering what's going on here.
Look out!
And then Clayton behind.
No.
That's my fault. I'm sorry. I apologize. I should keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing up here.
And there you go, Rion. Nice right hand to the face of Clayton.
You're the only redneck I know with the Justin People bowl. You both can tell.
Clayton not a fan with the audience here tonight, making fun of his hair. The hair that I actually said last week seems to grow a lot faster than anybody else. I'm not gonna lie, Liesl, I get a haircut like once every 60 days. It's the only time I need it.
I go about every 15 days. Very often. They like me at the Supercuts. Oh, hey Jeff, how you doing tonight? Oh, I'm doing good.
Go to this
Take me right away here. I don't want to wait.
Go to this Middle Eastern place. They really take care of me. They're very expensive, but they do a good job. I gotta say.
Oh yeah, they give you the fresh cut, you know? Fresh fades.
Fresh cut, shave.
$40.
It is $40. You're absolutely right. But I guess if I'm going every 60 days, it's kind of about the same.
Well, Clayton Keg got a free haircut from Warlord a couple of years ago. Who can forget that mask versus hair match? I referenced it last Saturday. I believe it took place at Warfare 2016. And Rion with a double axe handle of sorts. Clayton Keg. Back and forth match thus far. Internet title on the line here. You already mentioned Rion successfully defending that title 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks ago it was against Max Alexander in relatively short fashion, and a knockout punch maybe there. No, Clayton, no, back up. And last Saturday was a little tougher, but Rion once again successful against Tyler Cross.
It's actually kind of funny that we mentioned this. So Rion, you know, and it's just, maybe it's coincidental, but he's now defended, well, he is defending it now, but this is the third week in a row he's defending this Internet Championship, and he's found himself on his way to Gold Rush. He's got him. His match is written in stone now. He knows what's going on. But he's still an Internet champion.
At the moment, he remains Internet champion, but he's got his sights set on something a little bit better.
Oh, I get that, but it's just, I gotta admit, this guy has a lot of heart coming into these matches, defending week in and week out, leading up to Gold Rush, already knowing, as of last week, what his fate is. He will be competing in that Golden Opportunity match, regardless of whoever else is competing there. Obviously, we still have one more match to go.
Oh, wow.
But he comes in and he defends against him.
I'm listening to the audience who were begging for some chops.
Now, Riyad not liking what Sean Danger has to say, but Sean Danger is within his right as a referee. I think Clayton actually needs this time away. Clayton going back in. There he goes with those body shots again. They've been unsuccessful.
Oh my God.
Wow.
The other one, it's turned into a fight, not a wrestling match. Oh, down goes Clayton Keg, and he went down hard. Rion Skills' tone has just changed. He looks pissed off. And he's staring at Sean Danger.
Launches again to the body shots. Clayton, this hasn't worked the first 5 times. Oh, he caught him. He caught him with an uppercut.
Yeah, Rion.
Oh, God.
Woozy after that one.
What was the name of that?
Went with that for that famous or tight maneuver. I think Rion was on his way down. I think Rion was on his way down before he hit it.
I panicked there for a second. I thought we were going to have another champion.
Drops the big late.
Once again, Sean Danger doing a fine job.
You know, I look at this matchup and I see Clayton here putting up a valiant effort, but where does he get the energy? I mean, this guy is literally the definition of couch potato. Didn't we once see a photo surface of him eating some sort of a pizza casserole or something?
With a special appearance by an ankle bracelet.
Yes.
All in the same photograph.
Well,
I believe he was bulking up for Gold Rush at the time.
Let's just put it out there.
Hashtag games.
Yes. Clayton Keg, Cleotis Keg, you know, most members of the Redneck, Mad Dog, you know.
You know what, if we could show the photograph of Clayton Keg preparing for Gold Rush last year.
If we could find it, I don't know.
Oh, we can find it.
Okay, well.
Our editing team is dedicated once again.
All right. Well, Clayton right here.
There you see Clayton Keg with the ankle bracelet and the pizza casserole.
That's funny.
One of the funniest photographs in CWA history.
As I was saying though, Clayton, Mad Dog, Cleotis, no strangers to the law. They've all had their run-ins, but I mean that's what makes them who they are. They are the Redneck Connection. A team that I actually would have never thought would have made it past 1 year. Corn-fed Ketty, of course.
Well, that's 2 weeks in a row we've seen some pretty funny flashbacks involving Clayton Keg.
Yes.
Pizza casserole this week, and last week, of course, you vomiting all over Clayton.
Yes, well.
The editing team is really not happy with me, but you know what? It's okay.
Well,
Rion Skills.
That's why
dominated Clayton at the moment.
That's why we have a very nice editing team. Karate chop of sorts to the back of the neck. We saw that.
Go ahead, go for it. Let's see it. Here we go. There they are. Oh, Clayton on the receiving end of those.
The receiving end of a massage.
Shiatsu massage from Rion Skills. The rapid punches. Off the ropes goes Rion.
No, there it is. It's that forearm.
Yep, forget about it. Clayton's not kicking out of this. Oh, come on. And Sean Danger with a slow count, but a 3 count nonetheless.
So
your winner and still CWA Internet Champion Rion Skills.
So what do you think of that, Lethal?
Well, I think next Saturday we should probably put Rion against Sean Danger and see what happens.
Yeah, look at the
Sean Danger's done a fine job. You know, separating his affiliation with the Rednecks and his job as a referee until just now. Didn't affect the outcome of the match, but nevertheless. That man Rion Skills, still your internet champion.
This is very interesting here.
3 weeks from tonight, he's going to Gold Rush to compete for that Golden Opportunity briefcase. Question remains, who will join Rion Skills, Jacob Schmidt, and Ellis Candido in that Fatal 4-Way? Will it be Greg Knight? Will it be Enigma? We'll find out next Saturday night, May the 26th.
You know, it's going to be a very interesting match. Both men have been gone for such a long time. They come back, make a very big impact here.
And their time shared in the Dark Entity with one another.
Oh, yeah.
Greg Knight and Enigma. I mean, it's a very interesting match on paper. Now, when the bell rings, I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, Greg Knight, I mean, you got to think he does his homework. I'll give him that. He's got to do his homework.
Again, it comes down to who would you put your money on? Every day of the week, I'm putting my money on Enigma.
Yeah, I mean, it's I'm sorry, but Greg Knight, we just haven't seen him for so long. I mean, I don't know what kind of shape he really is in. I mean, he had a minute match with Riley O'Doyle, and
I don't think he's in good shape at all.
no, I think maybe he's rushing everything. He's too far in.
He looks like he's built like mashed potatoes.
Well, he's lost a lot of weight. He's in a lot better shape than he's been in the past.
That's true. That's true. And it would be the biggest win of Greg Knight's CWA career if he can in fact defeat Enigma next Saturday.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, let's move on to our double main event that we spoke of
Speaking
earlier.
of Greg Knight, here's the man that cut a very interesting promo about him last week.
Greg Knight's former best friend, the Wild Thing, Matt Wild.
Wasting no time. Accompanied in tow by Riley. Now Matt did not get a match last week, but he was here. He proved his point. Calls himself the workhorse of the CWA. He showed up last week, literally to come out for 2 minutes and basically belittle not only Mark Reconcile and Enigma, but of course Greg Knight, saying that his daughter should be disappointed in him.
This guy's got a lot of balls, Matt Wild. As does his manager, Riley O'Doyle. But let's not forget the challenge he issued last Saturday.
Oh my
He
God.
challenged not only you, but me and RBK, one of us, to a singles match.
What are we doing about that? Are we gonna let that slide?
I still haven't really given it much thought. I
didn't give it a lot of thought either. I kind of let it go. I mean, I was pissed. Let me
We
put
have
it
more
out.
important things to worry about when it comes to Gold Rush, like that Golden Opportunity ladder match, our CWA second city title match that's now made official, a possible CWA tag team title match between Super Scary and O'Doyle Enterprises, the main event between Aaron Stone and Mark Reconcile, and let's not forget, not one but two more inductees into the CWA Hall of Fame.
Well, you mentioned CWA Tag Team Champion Super Scary. We got a member of them coming out right now to face this former CWA champion, of course, a former CWA champion in his own right. Here he comes, none other than Night Terror, and I can't wait for him to take Matt Wild and slam him down to the mat. This is going to be beautiful.
A rematch from Maximum Carnage 2014, where at the end of the match, Greg Knight turned his back on Matt Wild, revealing that he was Blackbird, revealing himself to be a member of the Dark Entity. And now, 3.5 years later, the fan favorite Night Terror, one half of the tag team champions, will take on the hated member of O'Doyle Enterprises, former CWA heavyweight champion, also Matt Wild.
Well, last week we saw Warlord victorious over Loco in some pretty shady fashion, rolled him up.
Yeah, Warlord won the match, and then he had to come back out and put a beat down on Loco, not realizing that Night Terror was in the building.
Which is actually kind of...
I think Night Terror just pulled a hamstring.
Or was it a ruse? Because now he's got a hold of Matt Wild.
Matt Wild and Riley O'Doyle very briefly enjoying that, but now Night Terror grabbing Matt Wild by the wig.
It's hair, Lethal. He says it's hair.
Well, it's fake hair, yes, it's a wig.
Hey, from what Matt told me, or from what I heard, he went to the same place that Brian Urlacher went to, and this is his hair.
I think it's called Restore.
Is that what it is?
I think so, yeah.
Well, it's done wonders for his head. It's not done wonders for his CWA heavyweight championship reign or tenure. But Matt, nonetheless, a fresh Matt Wild. Oh, come on now. That's a little rough. Oh God, Night Terror's got himself a handful of O'Doyle.
Oh, please do it. Oh,
Matt
no.
Wild with the save.
I'd love to have seen Night Terror just demolish Riley. Well, two of Riley's dogs will be in action tonight in this double main event. First here we have Matt Wild against Night Terror, and up next, Warlord against Aaron Stone in a non-title match.
Hard right hand of Matt Wild. Now a clothesline.
Riley O'Doyle, of course, opening this edition of Saturday Night Extreme, May 19th, informing us that Tyler Cross and Warlord are tagging up to challenge this man, Night Terror, and Juan Loco at Gold Rush for the CWA Tag Team titles.
Well, there we go again, the goddamn numbers game. Well, Night Terror I don't want to call him the smartest guy on the roster, but he's a little too smart for that. Oh boy. Broke it up.
I think everyone knows who the smartest man on the roster is.
Who's that?
Never mind. Matt Wild with a cover. And only a 1 count as Night Terror just tosses Matt Wild off of him.
Well, Matt Wild, he learned something from being CWA champion. You stand on top of Night Terror. That's exactly what he needs to do if he expects to win this match. I, on the other hand, would like to see him lose this match. Only a 2 count. Riley pointing the fact out that it was only a, well, actually he thought it was a 3 count. Night Terror now sitting up.
What? Oh, man. Hey, maybe you should take this. I don't know. You should know, man.
Well, that's not going to work. Matt trying to evade Night Terror. Night Terror coming out. Oh, God. There we go. A right hand from Night Terror. Oh, come on now, Matt. Catching Night Terror up in the ropes. Here we go, vintage Matt. Up. Catches him with a double axe handle. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Riley holding the side of his face, feeling the wrath of Night Terror's right hand. And I gotta say, you know, I kind of impressed. Matt's really taking the fight to Night Terror. Ah, nice. Drop kick there by Matt Wild, but that's only going to further enrage Night Terror. Mark my words, here it comes. We're going to go for round 2. Oh, he caught him with a second one. Actually, very surprised. Oh boy. Night Terror not in a very good spot here. Matt Wild, perhaps a leg drop. That's exactly what he caught him with. I don't think he got all of it. Now a splash. Splash was a little bit better than a leg drop.
Matt Wild remains in control here of Night Terror. Choking him now. Referee all over it. And Matt Wild does break the hold. He's got a hold of the leg of Night Terror. And Night Terror just pushes Matt Wild off of him, trying to get back up to his feet. And Wild coming back for more, and Night Terror with a right hand. Headbutt.
Matt's hung up at the ropes now, not a good spot for him. Night Terror very much in control here. Matt caught him with a knee though. I gotta say, I've been very impressed thus far with Matt Wild's effort in this matchup.
Yeah, he looks good tonight. I'll give him that.
Well, he's got to be fresh. He hasn't competed in 2 weeks.
It's true.
A week. Oh, I guess, yeah, 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks since he was defeated by Mark Reconcile.
Exactly.
Big splash from Night Terror.
Oh, God. Yeah, but Night Terror went down. I don't know if he tweaked his knee there.
And I could be wrong, but I am pretty sure Matt Wild has never defeated Night Terror.
Really?
Like I said, I could be wrong, but you know.
You're the CWA encyclopedia.
Exactly. I mean,
well, I'll tell you right now,
I'm our best shot at being right.
You'll figure it out. I have faith in you.
He's already half done.
Night Terror dragging Matt Wild to his feet and punching him right in the nose. Matt Wild somehow getting back up. Give the man credit for simply getting back up after that.
Old school.
Night Terror going for a little old school here. Been doing this for years. Probably got a good 80% success rate. Oh boy, I'm not liking this. Matt catching Night Terror with a very weak. Went for a second rope one. Night Terror's got him on the throat. Utilizing that second turnbuckle. I think he hit his mark. Night Terror down, Matt Wild down, Sean Danger now starting his 10 count. Riley.
What's Riley doing? I thought he was going to check on Matt, but now he's... Oh, come on now. A blatant assault of Night Terror. Some very weak right hands. Probably not going to have much effect on Night Terror.
You couldn't kill him off with those right hands.
Matt Wild now. You don't see this too often. Matt Wild going up top. Night Terror doesn't see Matt up there.
Loser!
Matt's up. Oh, and he caught him! Oh boy.
Interception into a choke slam.
Hogan choke slam and he's down. Oh, come on now, damn it.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Riley needs to get off the apron, damn it. And now Night Terror does just that.
That'll get him off the apron.
Night Terror taking matters into his own hands. Wait a minute. Who's that? That's Warlord.
Come on now.
Warlord's in the main event in just a little bit against Aaron Stone.
Oh, and he's got back of the head with the tag team title
You
belt.
son of a bitch. The referee didn't see it. Night Terror's out. Oh, and Matt just kicked him right in the face. No, not like this. Matt Wild has just defeated Night Terror. I don't believe it. A huge victory for the Wild thing. Matt Wild. Riley doesn't know how it happened, but give the assist to Warlord.
And that's the problem. No Juan Loco here tonight.
I was just going to say Juan Loco must not be here tonight. And score.
Wait, Night Terror's going on after him. Now this is the problem here, Lethal.
Score one for O'Doyle Enterprises tonight.
We heard earlier, obviously Riley now formally challenging Super Scary for the tag team titles on behalf of Warlord and Tyler Cross. And I can tell you right now, as long as these three are working together, Night Terror, who is here, Juan Loco, who is not here, they really got to pull their pieces
And
together.
Matt Wild, the beneficiary tonight, as he just got a huge win over Night Terror.
Yes. Night Terror not looking happy.
I'm almost certain that man, Night Terror and Loco, will accept the challenge, and we can pretty much pencil in our CWA Tag Team title match for Gold Rush June 9th, 3 weeks from tonight.
Very disappointing here tonight. Well, you said it earlier, Matt Wild. You weren't sure if Matt Wild ever got a victory over Night Terror. He got one tonight. Very undeserving one, but
well, on that note, unfortunately, hopefully things will change in our next match, which will be our main event. Coming out first, we just saw him a second ago.
he is the Warlord.
Once again, Riley,
I should call him the asshole.
will be joining one of his O'Doyle Enterprise members at ringside.
Who made a special guest appearance in last match. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, right back at you. Who do you hate more? You probably hate Riley more.
I don't know.
For me, I think it's Warlord.
Oh, you have a reason to hate Warlord more.
Let's not forget who handed Warlord that guitar at CWA Maximum Carnage. It was Riley O'Doyle.
I think I hate Riley more because I think if Riley only knew how badly I could really beat him up, I will go out there with my leg in a cast and I will still beat his ass. But like you said, we need to move on. We're different people now.
You're right, but at the same time, just like you would love to, I would love to get my hands on him as well.
Well, unfortunately,
tonight Aaron Stone's going to do the honors as he's going to get his hands on Warlord one-on-one, non-title. There he is, CWA Heavyweight Champion in our main event.
well, Aaron Stone. Aaron Stone walking still with this heavyweight championship. He will carry it into Gold Rush. Warlord, of course, never holding the CWA heavyweight championship. Probably thinks he's a deserving, rightful #1 contender, knowing this guy.
He's the top guy in Doyle Enterprises. We're about to see tonight.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I'm sure.
Well, the top guy in the CWA is Aaron Stone, as he is our CWA heavyweight champion.
You ready? Yeah. You ready? Aaron Stone! Aaron Stone! Aaron Stone! Aaron Stone! Aaron Stone! We don't need any of that.
Saturday night, May the 19th. I've already said it, 3 weeks away from CWA Gold Rush, where Aaron Stone will defend his championship against Mark Reconcile. And Warlord has teamed up with Tyler Cross to challenge Super Scary for the tag team titles. Nice main event match here tonight, one-on-one. Oh! Warlord just missed. And now a drop kick right to the face.
Yeah, that. Both of those caught their mark, absolutely. And now this combo, back of the head, Aaron Stone, 100% in control of this matchup, and that is exactly what we came here to see.
Well, we saw Warlord last Saturday get a victory over Juan Loco. This Saturday's going to be much tougher.
Oh God! Oh, come on! Got me out of my goddamn seat.
Nicely done by Warlord, I hate to say it. Catching Aaron Stone. And now he's turned things around in the early going.
Oh, he caught him. He went for that double knee. Oh, God. Oh, no, nice reversal.
Wow.
And Warlord telling Aaron Stone that he is the man. Of course, he is Superstar of the Year last year, and he's living up to every minute, or every word of it.
And the Superstar of the year prior, of course, Aaron Stone.
I'm not going to take that away from you. You're absolutely right, Lethal. Back-to-back Superstar of the Year winners. Oh, maybe not even at 2. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Not going to say much about that. We've seen Sean Danger have some questionable counts earlier. Of course, in Rion Skills match. Now a blatant choke by Warlord. 2 count again.
Another pin attempt. You know Mark Reconcile's got to be watching this, and Aaron Stone very impressive last Saturday defeating Cleotis Keg. Yet another test for Aaron Stone tonight going up against this man Warlord. But as our main event is underway, still no sign of Mark Reconcile. Looks as though he will be absent for a second straight edition of Saturday Night Extreme.
The chop and the kick that Warlord just took in the corner were absolutely brutal. I did hear what you said, though. You're absolutely right. Second week in a row, Mark Reconcile not here. Whoa! Aaron Stone going airborne there, catching Warlord. Here we go. Cover, center of the ring. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Very upsetting. There's 1. Stone going to wind up for 2. Riley can't stand the sight of it, as his golden boy is now taking the boots from Stone. Here we go. Double leg drop there. Perfect ring positioning here. 1.
Covered. Another 2 count.
Well, Riley looking on, and I don't think he's very happy with what he's seeing here, as Warlord takes some right forearms.
There we go.
Warlord coming back a little bit. Big splash. Warlord got Stone where he wants him. Only a 2 count. Now Warlord looks to be on the offense here.
Taking a book out of the page of Mark Reconcile.
Absolutely, basement clothesline, no effect. Another blatant shove right in front of Sean Danger. Sean's on top of it for now.
Aaron Stone can expect to see that basement clothesline at Gold Rush, only it'll be delivered with a lot more force.
Oh, and another 200 pounds behind it. Off the ropes. Went for another one, got caught up though. Crossface perhaps.
Aaron Stone saw it coming.
He's got him. Good ring positioning, but don't. You got to look at the ace in the hole here. Riley's still on the side of Warlord. Warlord trying to squirm over to the ropes. He was able to break out of it. Stone with a couple of forearms. Still got that right arm. Oh, now that's gotta hurt. 185 pounds delivered right to that right elbow. Forearm. What a main event so far. Double main event. No, you were really on par tonight. I gotta say, very happy with the double main event.
You know,
a little upset we didn't see Juan Loco. I thought for sure he would have been there.
I know how to put a card together, but yeah, the problem is you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle sometimes, and Warlord moves out of the way. I would have loved to have seen Mark Reconcile in action tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Would love to have seen Loco in action tonight, but you know what? We're in the middle of a great main event and a blockbuster! Wow!
Nice! Very nice!
Done by Warlord. I hate to say it. Aaron Stone's in trouble.
Oh my God! I thought that was going to be 3. Yeah, you're right, Lethal. I mean, you know, we have enough pieces to put the puzzle together, at least partly. Nonetheless, great matches we saw tonight. Great matches last week. You know, not all bodies in play, but
well, the whole road to Gold Rush has really been awesome so far. The tournament has taken shape. We've narrowed it down from 16 to just 5.
Yeah, and that's usually the biggest problem. I know,
we know our tag title match at Gold Rush. We know our second city title match, and of course, we know the main event, the big one for the CWA Heavyweight Championship is Stone and Reconcile.
Well, Stone, I hate to say it, might be out on his feet here.
As we speak, Stone is out on his feet. Wait a minute.
He's holding on, he's hulking up, and he is lifting Warlord, and are we gonna... No,
look at the strength by Aaron Stone.
Is he gonna muscle?
I've never seen...
my God!
Wow, I've never seen that before. That was awesome.
Yes.
Aaron Stone, just when we thought he was done for, shows us the strength and the power and just suplexes Warlord.
Man, you can hear the crowd.
Even playing field right now.
You see one person clapping down there. Jeez, it's very disappointing. Regardless, hell of a match here. Aaron Stone, Warlord, both trying to get to their feet. Referee had a 6 count, approaching 7. Stone has the ropes.
The real brain. Got the real brain. Come on, you're the man.
Forearm. That's 2. Warlord not looking so good right now. Stone's got him. Oh, caught him with a boot. Warlord going upstairs, perhaps.
Stone, come on, Stone. There you go. Super kick. Stone was able to stop Warlord in his tracks, and now he's got him in a bad way. Oh, my God!
Broken arrow.
Forget about it.
2. That's 3.
That'll do it. Aaron Stone, your winner. 2 weeks in a row, Aaron Stone defeating his opponent. Last week it was Cleotis Keg. Tonight it was Warlord. One hell of a main event between these two guys.
I can see why you put a lot of faith in this kid. He is on fire. He is quite possibly the best CWA champion we've ever seen.
He's picking up some much needed momentum heading into this showdown with Mark Reconcile in just 3 weeks' time.
Absolutely. Mark, I gotta say, I know you missed a couple of weeks here, buddy, but if you haven't been, you better take your notes because it's hard to call it here at this point.
While Mark Reconcile's been at home watching, Aaron Stone has been in the ring defeating the competition.
Absolutely. He's a dedicated champion. Mark Reconcile, of course, he's held basically everything there is to hold here in the CWA. Bottom line, that match at Gold Rush is going to be one for the record books. I gotta say.
Well, that'll do it for another edition of Saturday Night Extreme. We will see you all next Saturday night, May 26th, where we will finalize that second round. We will see Enigma versus Greg Knight, plus a hell of a lot more. The return of Mark Reconcile, the return of RBK. Just a couple of shows left before the big one, Gold Rush. I am Lethal.
And Michael Andrews.
Good night, everyone.